talk about Victorious. Victorious was the cornerstone of my tweenhood. I literally wrote Beck and Jade fan fictions. Did I formulate 20% of my personality based off of Cat Valentine? Yeah. Is Tori Vega the worst character that's ever been on television? That's another question for another time, but yes. Was Beck Oliver my true sexual awakening besides the Jeremy Sumpter Peter Pan?
For sure.
But today, I'm here to talk about the music. Today, I'm going to analyze and discuss all the best and worst songs performed and written for Victorious. Why I spend my time doing these things? I don't have that much of it, so I don't know. Okay, first of all, Make It Shine. I think the problem with this song structurally is that it doesn't work as anything but a theme song, which I know. All of these were written for Victorious. It's not a big deal, but I like to make things a big deal when they're not. Basically, the way that the chorus builds up makes it so it doesn't really make sense for there to be a second verse. Also, the line in the second verse, I like to shine, I'll shine
for you?
This song structurally doesn't work as a song apart from the build up to the chorus and the chorus. And it's also like the entire concept is just like a run-on thought. And you don't know where you are now or whatever come to if only somebody could hear. Freak the Freak Out is a song that I take issue with because there's some major compositional errors in the way that it's formatted. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the entire concept is someone's not listening to you, so you're gonna freak the freak out, aka freak the f out and just like lose your shit because no one's paying attention to you, or you're in this toxic relationship where the person doesn't actually hear what you're saying. But like, the entire chord structure of this song doesn't make sense with that idea, so you don't actually know what's going on in the song because of the tone of the melody.
Please, someone agree with me.
And it's weird that it starts with just like, and then it's like, oh, you listen, hear me talk, hear me sing. And it's weird that that is a song they chose for the big like show up the Mean Girls moment. I think what I'm trying to say is that this song doesn't make sense in a major key. There should be more angst in the chord structure to communicate the idea that the lyrics are saying, but instead it literally just sounds like Make It Shine. Best Friend's Brother is like kind of the worst, but also like in another way kind of the greatest bop of the century. What is it with Victorious and horrible synths and intros that make no sense with the rest of the song? So part of me thinks that Best Friend's Brother is actually compositionally super brilliant because the chorus comes out of absolutely nowhere, but when it comes back around to the verse again, it actually makes sense and captures the essence of the lyrical concept. Because the whole concept is you don't want your friend to know that you're trying to brother fuck. And so there's like this dark, secretive element to the chord structure of the verses, but then in the chorus is when she's kind of like living out her fantasy and totally letting loose. So like compositionally, that makes sense. There's also a lot of really interesting chord textures. Like there's a lot of really surprising compositional elements. You don't expect it to go na 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 na, yeah. Making that note no major, oh, and then doing an octave above it. Oh, yeah. It's actually like low-key really like
Brilliant.
Okay, Begging on Your Knees, everyone knows, slaps, destroys. So good. I would never more wanted to have a break into breakup song moment more than the episode when she sings on stage to Ryder Daniels. I'm still a little confused about the crawling like a centipede line. Not gonna lie, that has always just, I'm very conflicted about whether or not that is a good lyric. Because in a way, it like catches your attention in the middle of the chorus.
Which is really smart.
It makes sense, but it's also like super bad. Like, I don't know. But Begging on Your Knees, whereas Make It Shine and Freak the Freak Out have a lot of like structural deficiencies. Begging on Your Knees is like a really tight, good pop song that makes sense through and through and literally is just like
so freaking good.
So good. So All I Want Is Everything is another one of Nickelodeon's protagonist sings about their vague aspirations, hopes, and dreams songs. There's literally no point to this song. There is no concept. I think they just needed like a happy, vague, undirected emotion so that they could make a fun, cute music video that didn't involve any other characters or any actual narrative. And so they wrote All I Want Is Everything, which has literally no plot or concept. Yeah, it's not good. The other reason is like low-key super cringy, because but structurally, it's actually like a really solid song. Victoria's songs have this common theme of really minor, really intense verses, and then completely like almost like Japanese pop crack choruses. If you're trying to explain to aliens what pop music is, you show them the chorus of a song played on Victorious. But yeah, definitely the people who wrote the songs for these shows know how to write a pop chorus. For the most part. But if you've ever heard the acoustic version of You're the Reason, everything about the song that makes it make sense, they completely remove and change, and it is disgusting. Okay, Give It Up obviously snaps. Talk about knowing how to write a song for people's voices. Dang, sis. That is the kind of song that Tori should have sang when she was showing up the Mean Girls. A song that actually showed her vocal talent, which...
I mean...
Yeah, sure, Tori has vocal talent. Give It Up, I would argue, is the most perfect karaoke song and the most perfect karaoke moment in cinematic history. Can we talk about... What? There's so many interesting intervals. And also, like, even like the meter of this song is really interesting. Like the way the melody falls on the beat. Okay, so Song to You is like trash. I'm sorry. The chorus just like does not hit very hard. The whole song just kind of like meanders along, and there's no real breaking point melodically. And that's kind of the point. It's not supposed to be like a really huge bop, but there's a way to do that in a way that isn't like as boring a Song to You. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. Your heart, not material things. Tell Me That You Love Me. I just want to make a quick note called this is the perfect song for Victoria Justice's voice. Like, this is the only song ever that they actually took into consideration the way that her voice works. Her voice is really dense, very alto oriented, and like really good for more like soulful jazzy things. And so her voice sounds really good in this, and it's a cool song. I think it's kind of like dumbly produced, because when they actually sing it on the show, and it's just her and him and the piano, it's really cool, and it's like a really cool loungy song. There's a lot of really interesting intervals in it. Nothing left to say, tell me that you love me anyway. Beggin in America is absolutely a piece of trash. It sounds like a really bad Carrie Underwood song. It's really bad for Victoria Justice's voice. Here's a common theme in TV shows. When aspiring stars get their big break, they sing a song about aspiring to be a star. And I think that this is like the worst example of this ever. Rags got away with it. Another Cinderella story kind of got away with it. Victoria's did not get away with it. Just like the entire song is just Victoria Justice talking about how like baroque, aspiring, and American she is. It's also a really badly written chorus because it's supposed to be like this American pop anthem that literally no one can sing. I think that part of writing a good pop song is writing a song that people can sing. No one can do like, it's not fun to sing, doesn't sound good to sing. The opposite of its purpose, which is to be like an American karaoke song. Okay, Take a Hint is good, for sure. There's a lot of clever lines in this song, and I think it's like well formulated, but the fact that a main part of the chorus is, let me tell you what I think you could use a mint. That is a prime example of Nickelodeon writer's room high on the job. You could have ended that chorus so much better, and this could have been a song that was like literally good enough to be taken out of the context of this show. But then you end it with, I think you could use a mint, take a hint, take a hint. Is there nothing else that rhymes with hint? Oh wow, that is pretty hard. You could slant rhyme it though, like end, sent, that message that I'll never send, print. I'm gonna talk about You Don't Know Me, aka Jade West's finest moment. La 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 la. So good. good. This song is very, very good. It's literally an Avril Lavigne song. This is super nerdy for me to say, but dangerous, I want you. That part. Oh, the harmony and the chord structure after all of the minor chords. Dangerous, I want you. The resolve there shows this emotional vulnerability that makes sense with the words she's singing during that line. It's amazing. It's a compositional victory on the part of the victorious writers. Literally, Avril could have sang this in a freaking... Pink could have sang this. And everybody would have freaking loved it. And like cried. And like sang it for karaoke for 10 years. Oh my word. So good. What?
Wait a second, what?
What? Okay, I'm gonna do a full-on report. I'm gonna do a full-on research session to try to figure out who did Beck's voice for that part and why it wasn't in the recorded Victorious music. My camera died while I was trying to figure out why Beck's freaking voice was not in the original recorded version that I can listen to on Spotify. What the heck? Less Tori, more Beck. End of story. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me if you have any other ideas about other songs that I didn't mention. Please subscribe to this channel. Right now I'm teaching a GarageBand series on Patreon where I teach you how to use GarageBand. Real good. So become a patron. It's $5, which is literally less than a latte, and I teach you everything there is to know about GarageBand. It's awesome. Please subscribe to this channel. Please check out my original music. Some of it has been like getting up there like crazy while I was sleeping. So thank you guys so much for listening to Frankly I Blame Charlie Davis and Last Man Standing and Too Good at Lying. Thank you so much. Please listen if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and have a great day.